On this episode of How to Do Florida, Chad takes his daughter Kasey on a backpack camping trip for a little father-daughter bonding time.
Look at that, up there in that pine tree.
And then Chef Justin gives us a Florida take on an Italian grape, clam linguine.
It looks spectacular.
Delicioso. So grab your boots, compass, and walking sticks.
Waist. Oh, boy.
It's time to do Florida.
Hey, today we're on the Florida Trail showing you how to go backpack camping. I've been on many challenging adventures on this show, but today I'm taking on one of the toughest challenges a guy can face, trying to spend quality time with my teenage daughter. You know, it didn't used to be like this. Seems like not too long ago, my daughter Kasey thought I was the greatest guy in the world. And hey, technically I still am, but she's getting more independent and doing her own thing. That's why as a father, I feel it's my role to engage her so we can spend quality time together.
I'm not too sure about this trip, but my dad says we're gonna go, so we're going.
Okay, yeah, I made her go. What's more engaging to a teenage girl than a backpack camping trip with the old man? So we're getting close for our trip. We actually stopped here in downtown Umatilla, the gateway to the forest, and just stocking up on a few supplies, getting ready for our 2-day backpack camping trip. Our adventure begins in Lake County in the Clearwater Recreation Area. At almost 400,000 acres, it protects the world's largest contiguous sand pine scrub forest. We're going to be out in the woods for a couple days, so Kasey and I have a pretty extensive camping checklist. Sun protection. You have the sunscreen? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have the headlamp over there?
Yeah.
We have our lip balm, right?
Yeah.
So we've got first aid kit.
Daddy, what is this bear attack deterrent?
Well, this is bear spray, because there's bears out there where we're going. And this is in case we get confronted with the bear.
Oh.
Hey, chances of that happening are slim. I'm much more worried about getting these packs on.
My dad loves camping gear.
Okay, here's the moment of truth. Oh boy!
But I think he went a little overboard.
All right, how's that feel? Ooh. For this father and daughter camping trip, I've chosen the Florida Scenic Trail. All right, let's hit the trail.
All right.
We packed the bear spray?
Yeah, and it's staying with me.
Which traces an almost continuous path from southern Florida through 1,000 miles north to the Panhandle near Pensacola. Believe it or not, this incredible natural resource was the brainchild of one man, Jim Kern. Jim's been hiking all of his life. He's even written a couple books about his passion for the outdoors. We got a chance to meet up with him and find out more about how the Florida Trail started.
I began thinking on that hike, I wonder if there's any place to do a long-distance hike in Florida.
Yeah.
So when I got home, I looked around, and nobody built any long trail, and I thought, well, okay, I'm going to build one.
To get the word out, Jim went on a little hike across the state. 12 days and 160 miles later, he had raised enough awareness to get a core group of volunteers on board, and the Florida Trail Association was born. An army of volunteers keeps the trail in great shape, clearing vegetation and keeping things clearly marked with bright orange blazes.
We slapped this on with a can of spray paint. Now we have a template and thick paint. We do it so it stays on there for a few years.
I'll tell you what, sir, it's my favorite color. Good choice. Now, almost 50 years after the first of those blazes went up, Jim has one dream left for his trail, to see all 1,300 miles linked continuously from one end of our state to the other.
Chad, I'm getting up in years. I want to see this thing happen before I die.
Yeah.
I want to see it complete. So somebody can start at one end and finish at the other end and hike in the woods the whole way.
I think you will see it get finished. This is something that Florida needs. You know, we need a trail that starts in the south and ends in the north, and something that would rival an Appalachia Trail, because I tell you what, this trail takes you through some of the most beautiful scenery Florida has. Jim was nice enough to share his love of bird watching with Kasey, giving her a book and some birds to look for in the forest.
One is a cardinal, all red bird, easy to see. Another, this is a great bird, only found in a few other places in Florida, but the Florida scrub jay. And when you get to Juniper Springs area, you want to look for this gorgeous woodpecker. Red-headed woodpecker. This is my gift to you, young lady.
I tell you, I could sit and talk to Jim all day. He's a true Florida legend. But Kasey and I still have a ways to go before we make camp for the night.
Daddy, now I know how a horse feels after carrying someone all day.
Yeah, you're right. In between navigating these woods, lugging 65 pounds on my back, and avoiding the local arachnid population.
Dad, burn it! Daggum spider!
I'm starting to realize that maybe Kasey might be starting to have fun.
I guess he'll turn into a butterfly one day, you think?
Yeah. He's really fuzzy. It's really pretty out here.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Oh, right there, Kasey. Look at that. Up there in the tree, the pine tree.
Yeah, there it is. I see it. Right over there.
Is that the red-headed woodpecker?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
All right, girl. We got 1 bird.
2 to go.
2 to go. All right. You keep leading there. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye, Mr. Woodpecker.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
What do you think? Good
Yeah.
spot to set up camp? Let me help you get this backpack off. I know
All right.
you're looking forward to this. Oh, does that feel good?
Oh my gosh.
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
One of the fun things about backpack camping on the Florida Scenic Trail is there are no designated campsites. You just kind of camp wherever you want to camp. But there are some guidelines you need to think about.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey, Ranger, how you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Nice to meet you. I'm Chad.
Ranger Kyle gives us 2 very important guidelines for camping on the Florida Scenic Trail. The first is about our fire.
Make sure, especially when you leave, or if you're going to be not watching it, that it's cold to the touch. If you're not willing to put your hand in there, it's too hot.
Okay. And the second is about our food.
Our regulation is that you hang it from a tree if you don't have a vehicle.
Okay.
Has to be 10 feet away from the ground and 4 feet away from the base of the trees.
This effort is important because it keeps your food up and away from critters. The last thing I want is some bear sniffing around our campsite looking for my stash of Fig Newtons.
There's so many bears in here that we have to hang our food from the tree. Does my mom know he brought me out here?
Okay, so what now?
Just need to find something to tie it to, throw it over.
Okay, here's a stick right here. That's pretty
That'll
heavy.
work.
Need something nice and heavy, right?
Yeah.
A granny sheep shank. It's back through that hoop, back around the tree, back through the hole, come back out the hole, then back through the tree. Actually, you go through the tree, and then back around once more, and you tuck it right underneath the road right there.
I'll get over there so I can catch it for you.
Okay, good. Back up a little bit there, Ranger. This thing's pretty heavy here. You ready? All right, coming at you.
Oh, jeez.
Ranger, oh my gosh.
Okay, now that I almost bagged the Ranger while getting our food bag properly stowed, better get back and see how Kasey's doing with the tent.
Good job, girl. All right.
I'll blink and she'll be in high school, and then off to college, and then a life of her own. But on this day, on our own little patch of Florida wilderness, she's all mine. The common ground we so often seek as parents with our children is often found in an adventure, a getaway, a laugh, and a mutual love for this amazing state we call home.
Good day, sweetie.
Yeah.
Good day.
Up next, it's Chef Justin's Sunshine State version of a Mediterranean sensation, Florida clam linguine.
Those clams, tremendous amount of flavor.
And later, will camping in the woods be too much for Chad and Kasey to bear?
Honey, I don't think that's a bear. I think it's a raccoon.
Hey, today on the show, Chef's gonna take these and make that.
That's right. We got Florida clam linguine, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to want to try it.
I found a couple more in there, Chef.
All right, Chad.
All right.
Nice.
Is that enough?
Yep, I think that'll do it.
Okay, Florida clam,
Yeah.
good commodity here, grown right here in Cedar Key.
Yes.
Good stuff, right, Chef?
Absolutely. You know, these are, I think, one of the most underutilized Florida seafood items that we have.
Easy to cook with, too, because what I love about a clam is like, pop, when it opens, you know it's done.
That's right.
Easy to cook with.
They let you know.
What are we doing today, Chef?
All right, we are going to make some clam linguine
Okay.
with some fresh Florida tomatoes and some basil.
And so, excited to work in this ingredients here, Chef.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
So we had a chance to go to Cortez and really meet the people who are behind creating this product.
Yes.
This is Blatarga, which is actually mullet roe.
Yep. You know, we call it the bacon of the sea, which is really cool.
I mean, because Cortez has such a great mix of good water, clean water, good bottom, it makes some of the best Blatarga in the world. Right here in Florida. Excited about using this today, Chef.
Well, let's get into our recipe, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we got our beautiful Florida clams. And we're gonna go ahead and make a kind of base for those to cook in. So we're gonna start with our Florida tomatoes.
And you're gonna be in dice mode here?
Yep, dice mode.
Chef, while you're doing that, for somebody who wants to buy fresh clams in their seafood market, what are some things they need to look for when they're looking for good fresh clams?
Absolutely. Well, the clams should be shut just like they are now.
Okay.
So you know that they're fresh.
Yep.
You also want to smell them. They should have a nice light sea breeze kind of smell, which they smell great.
Yeah.
And really, you want to talk to your seafood purveyor about where the clams came from and how fresh they are.
Get to know your clams.
Absolutely. You'll always want to know about your seafood. All right, we've got our saute pan on about medium heat.
Okay.
We're going to add our olive oil.
If we do a cookbook, can we call it medium heat with olive oil?
Yeah. We're going to fry our tomatoes a little bit. It's going to give us some really good flavor. And then we're going to go ahead and add our garlic. Get in there.
That's really good.
So these are going to kind of wilt, start to let go of some of their juices. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of vegetable stock. You could use clam stock if you like. So we're going to go ahead and add just a little bit of fresh pepper, just a tiny bit of salt. We don't need much. And I think we can go ahead and add our clams. We're just going to nestle these down in here.
So, Chef, you know, you work for the Department of Agriculture. You travel all over Florida talking to people about fresh from Florida products. You know, over 300 of them. That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have a pretty cool job.
I do. I think I have one of the best jobs in all of state government because, number one, I get to do what I love, which is working with food. And number two, I get to educate consumers about all the amazing things that we grow and harvest here in the state of Florida. You name it, Florida's got an amazing bounty of fruit and vegetables and seafood.
Yeah.
When we buy Florida, then we know that money's going to stay in state and help our local economies.
Yeah, good deal.
It's a win-win situation.
Win-win. And now we're about to win because we're going to start eating some clams
Yeah,
here.
so these are going to take a couple more minutes before they start to open.
Okay.
In the meantime, I've got some beautiful fresh basil here. And then I take my knife with my knuckles against and just come down. And so I get a nice fine cut here. All right, Chad, so we've got our mandolin here, and we're going to shave some of this
Botarga.
So I'm just going to let's take a peek at what we got here. Yeah, look at that beautiful color there.
Yeah. Here, put that in your mouth. A lot of flavor, right?
Wow. And it's not too strong either.
No.
So I've got a little bit of toasted breadcrumbs here. These are panko breadcrumbs that I toasted in a pan without oil. And what I want to do is I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to this.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to make a little bit of lemon zest with my zester.
Nice.
A good little bit of lemon zest.
Yeah.
And the rest of my lemon I'm just going to squeeze into my pasta sauce. All right, I'm going to go ahead and chop up my zest here a little bit. And then I want to add it to my breadcrumbs that have olive oil. I'm just going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to this as well. And this is going to be the garnish for our pasta. So our clams are just about all done here. So I'm going to go ahead and add our pasta, which this is some whole wheat linguine that I've already kind of pre-cooked.
Where's our plate at?
Here we are.
It looks good, Chef.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my pasta down in the middle here. And then we're going to start nestling our clams kind of around.
I love when you nestle. And clams do so well in this pasta like this, Chef.
Absolutely,
it's a great choice. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and put on some of our toasted breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. We're just going to sprinkle that around over the clams a little bit. And then let's take our botarga and just kind of sprinkle this around as well.
Oh, wow.
And we are done.
And what do you call it? Give it a name. Name it.
Yes, we got Florida clams with linguine, tomatoes, and botarga.
It looks spectacular.
Yeah.
Those clams, tremendous amount of flavor. The botarga is incredibly creamy, but has just a really good taste. Great flavor. I'm gonna have another bite. You tell them where they can get this recipe.
To get this recipe, go to howtodoflorida.com.
Use basil, right? Basil. Okay.
Yeah, get some.
Coming up,
Can you do 3 miles today?
Yeah.
Chad and Kasey wrap up their backpacking adventure.
Spider! Ah! Dead! Burn it!
Few tangles aside.
Spider. My daughter Kasey and I have hit the Florida Scenic Trail on a backpack camping adventure. And after a long day of hiking, bird watching, and spider dodging, daggum spiders, we made camp for the night. With all that hiking, you'd think we'd conk right out.
You'll sleep good tonight, right?
Until we got a reminder that most of the wildlife surrounding us is nocturnal.
Honey, I don't think that's a bear. I think it's a raccoon. Kasey, where's the bear spray? Just in case.
Today, we're hiking to Alexander Springs Recreational Area in Lake County.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Good, it was a little small in there though.
You know, early on, I learned that to engage my children, I needed to take interest in the activities they enjoy. And to say Kasey enjoys horseback riding is an understatement. So while we were in Lake County, I took Kasey to the premier destination in the heart of Florida's horse country.
We're here at Grand Oaks Resort, over 400 acres of horse heaven.
At the Grand Oaks, guests enjoy a gracious southern sporting lifestyle, set in majestic oaks and gently rolling pastures.
This is the Grand Oaks Resort, and I'm in horse heaven.
This place has a restaurant, overnight lodging, and they even have a spa. The cool thing about this place is it's open to the public, so anybody can come here and watch a horse show.
Okay, back on the trail. Time to get our gear packed up.
Got your bear spray?
Yep.
Didn't have to use that last night. That was nice.
Make sure our fire's out.
There we go. This fire's nice and cold.
And we're off to Alexander Springs.
Can you do 3 miles today?
Yeah.
All right. We're about to find out, right? When I lift it up, just help me lift the bottom up. This is a
Okay.
1, 2, 3 situation here. Ready? Where's my stick? There it is. Okay, let's go.
We're not on the trail for long, and Kasey spots a beautiful scrub jay high in a tree.
Oh, Daddy, look, the scrub jay. Right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How did you see that?
I don't know.
Girl, you have good eyes. There's no way I would have seen that bird.
You know, I've always had people telling me about the Florida Scenic Trail. And I tell you what, to truly appreciate this trail, you have to be out here and experience it firsthand. It is just gorgeous. I can only imagine what it takes to maintain such a beautiful trail.
It's amazing how much bird and wildlife you get to see out here on the Florida Scenic Trail. Though there's one that I'd just as soon not run into again.
Come on. Damn, spider.
And again.
Spider. Dad, burn it.
Yeah. My dad does not like spiders.
Kasey.
Our children grow up so fast. And with today's added distractions, finding quality time can be tough. But it's the time we set aside for them that means the most and has the greatest impact.
There we go. Alexander Springs, almost there.
My hope is that she'll remember these special times we spent together for a long, long time.
Oh, there's that nice cool water.
Yeah. I didn't think this would be such a great trip, but as it turned out, I had a really good time with my dad.
And there's no better place to spend that quality time than this beautiful state we call home.
You're watching How to Do Florida? We'll be right back.
You ready?
Yeah. But before we get in, I want to take a picture.
You want to take a picture? All right, let's do it. Oh, I haven't seen that come out in 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Head on out there. I'll be out there in a little bit. Well, that's our show. I hope you learned something, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida. Wait up, Kasey.
For more info on this episode, go to howtodoflorida.com, where you'll find bonus how-to videos and all of Chef Justin's yummy recipes. And be sure to check out our Do Florida page, which is our giant list of events and activities all over the Sunshine State. Yeah, you should check it out.
Turn around. How's that feel? Is it a little front heavy?
I think so.
Let's do a couple miles like that. Let's see how you can handle it. There, got it. Buckle the bottom in. Yep, right there. Bring, you got skin, honey. You got skin. Unleash it.
So Chef, this Batarga is from Cortez.
I'm leaving with what?
You're just looking at me and not smirking.
You tell it's the last segment of the day.
Yeah.
Just tighten up some.
So this Batarga is from Cortez, where they actually grow some of the neatest, sweetest meat around.
I'm sorry.
Spider.